What's up guys, Axpe here, and in 2013 I bought my second smartphone, and since then I've changed quite a few of them, but this Nexus 5 always had a special place in my heart. So last month I was surfing on eBay and I found an auction for the smartphone, and guess what? I bought it. This particular smartphone was so powerful when it came out back in 2013, but of course things have changed and you can't expect it to be as good as it was before. But anyway, I put my SIM in, I downloaded all the apps that I constantly use like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube and so on. I went out for a walk. I started my day listening to some music on Spotify, so I turned on the Bluetooth, put my headphones on and started to listening to my favorite music. I did it for something like half an hour, 40 minutes maybe. Then I stopped just to video call my mother. Just a quick thing, you know, to test the phone and to say hi to my mom. Then I went to Starbucks and I started to scroll my Facebook and Instagram feed while I was waiting for my cappuccino to be prepared. I know that it's pretty useless for the experiment, but I also shot some pictures with this phone. Well, honestly, the camera has never been this good because it's just an 8 megapixel camera, so nothing special. But honestly, if you get a lot of light and you're good with photo editing, you can get something nice. Anyway, after 2.5–3 hours, the battery completely died. I'm gonna be honest with you, the battery has never been good in this phone. I remember me charging this phone even twice a day or more than twice a day. And of course you can expect the battery to be as good as it was after 7 years. But yeah, luckily I had my power bank with me and I carry on with my day. Anyway, I've been out for something like 4 hours in total. And when I came back home, I was really surprised because the overall performance of this smartphone are not this bad, if you keep in mind that this is a 7 years old smartphone, and that of course is pretty old. Actually, with the everyday operations like browsing the web, scrolling your Instagram feed, listening some music or even watching a YouTube video, it performs really well. Of course, it's not gonna be a flawless experience, it's not gonna be the fastest smartphone that you've ever tried, but it doesn't struggle to open up a web page, or it doesn't struggle to open a video on YouTube, even a full HD video for example. Of course, don't expect this smartphone to support your mobile game. Maybe with some basic game it would still do the job. So what is the point of this experiment? The point is to show you that you don't really need to spend 500 quid or even more to buy a new smartphone just to scroll your Instagram feed or to listen to your favorite music. And most of all, it shows you that you don't really need to change smartphone every 1 or 2 years. Of course, I specifically talk about Nexus 5 because, as I said, it was my second smartphone and it's a smartphone that I still love, even after 7 years. But of course, I think that any smartphone that came out in 2013 and was in the same price range, that still looks pretty good. If I can give you an advice, I suggest you to buy one of these phones because they're really cheap. Of course, after all these years, you can find them for 50 to 70, maybe even 80 quid. And as you can see, they still perform really good. So just go on eBay and search for any smartphone that came out maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago. Of course, I just wanted to let you know that I did this experiment before the lockdown, and I'm just making the video now because I've been so busy in moving house. As always, if you like the video, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That's it for now. I'll catch you in the next video.